Hello, my name is Evan Murillo. Today I will be interviewing my dad. It is December 8th, I think. And here's my first question. What was the best thing that ever happened to you?
I would have to say when I first saw my kids were being born, I think that'd be the best one.
What was it like coming to Chicago?
It was very complicated. It was real difficult, especially because of the language issue. I didn't know anything about that. I didn't know English. So in order for me to get, better, I had to learn, you know, English. But it was difficult at first. After a while, I just, I just went with the flow and start picking up stuff and words and stuff like that. Yeah.
What was it like when you first met Mom?
Hmm. It was funny because she knew I liked her, and but I was afraid of her. I was afraid to ask her out, and somehow she found out I liked her, so she asked me out, and ever since we've been together.
What was it like when William was born? What was going through your head?
I was very excited. I was very excited because it was going to be my first child, and I didn't know if it was going to be a boy or girl. We wanted it to be a surprise. He was born. When I saw him being born, I have to admit it, I cried. And I think for every child that I had, when I first saw him being born, I think I cried every time. And but now that I see him as a grown man, it's like I still admire him. I still he still worries me, even though he's a grown up person already. But he's still my baby, like all of them.
What was it like when Ava was born? Because she was the only girl.
Uh, I feel the same way. I think because she's a little girl, my little girl. I think I try to protect her from, from everything, from everybody. I know eventually she's gonna have to go someday. I don't know if I'm ready for it. I'm not thinking about that right now.
How many kids did you want?
I, I we never set a number. We just went because whatever God gave us.
What were your parents like?
My parents were really excited. They were really excited when they first met Nicole, when they first knew that I was dating Nicole. They were really excited. They never disliked her. My mom loved her very much. My sisters, my brother, they they liked her a lot. Um, yeah,
Um, who would you say you more, either your dad or your mom?
I think I'm more like my mom. I think I grew up being more like my mom because I mean my dad was working all the time, and I admire my dad because he did all the sacrifice he did for us, and I think I have a lot of respect for him too. But for my mom, I think whenever 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 something bothers her, it bothers me as well. So I think my mom. I'm more like my mom. Very sensitive. Um, takes a lot of pain, but doesn't say anything. Holds a lot of, you know, I think if somebody makes her mad, I mean, she'll let her know that it's been bothering her, but eventually she's gonna say something, and I think I feel the same. When somebody bothers me a lot, and I don't say anything until it reaches a peak, and I explode in a good way.
What was your relationship with your dad?
It was. It wasn't bad, but I don't think it was that great because he never had time for us. Like me and my brother, he'll take us to ball games and try to play ball and talk to us, but he was very cold. Maybe it's because the way he was brought up, he didn't have a dad. I mean, he did, but he didn't know him, and I think he didn't know how. He didn't know how to be affectionate. He didn't know. He never gave us a hug, or he never, like some kind of affection.
How many siblings did you have?
I have a lot from my mom's side. Who knows how many? But from my mom has 9 brothers and sisters. My dad has 2 other brothers and 2 other sisters. A bunch of nephews, a bunch of cousins.
What about your brothers and sisters? How many do you have of those?
My sister, my oldest, she can't have no kids because she has a condition. She has autism, so no kids on her. But my younger sister, she passed away. She didn't have no kids. My younger brother, passed away. He had a daughter, but we don't know where is she. She's somewhere in Indiana. My middle sister, she has 2 girls and 1 little boy. Her oldest has 2 boys, and she's pregnant with another one.
Would you and your brothers get into fights every now and then? Like me and William sometimes?
We fought a lot. We argue a lot. We argue a lot and debate. But we were never angry at each other to a point where we throw some blows. We rob houses, at home or on the street or, whenever. Talk trash but we never offended each other. We never disrespected each other. We never called each other's, bad words, stuff like that. My brother and I, that I miss him a lot. Close up until when he passed away.
What was his name?
Ernesto Armando. And my youngest sister was Alejandra.
What was it like growing up in Mexico?
Around the time when I was there, we was very happy though. Even though we didn't have much at home, we were very happy. I mean, poor, whatever, stuff like that. But we have this, sick stuff at home. Not toys, none of that stuff. We had to work at an early age in order for us to get stuff at home or things that we wanted to do, to get. We had to work for it, earn it. For an example, my brother and I mean, once we reached 13, 14 years old, some of us were maybe younger sometimes. Every time in the summertime, we go to work in the fields, do something, slaughterhouse, something to pitch in at home, to help out at home. And I think after we drop out of school, it became our job. It became a real job for us to bring, a little bit of help to the house, to my mom and my dad.
What would you say, like, how was school? Like, did you like it? Did you not like it?
The school was fun. I think I skipped school once. I did school once. I was never good at school, but I always did my best, and I never failed any class. I never failed any year. I mean, I always find a way to recuperate if I was failing. And I think I was more lazy than dumb, whatever, because I was just thinking about. We were just thinking about, okay, when we get off school, we have to go to work, and by the time we were get off work, it was time to go to bed, so we didn't do homework. So the issue was early in the morning. You have to get up and do the homework right away.
Did you play baseball when you were younger? Like, you taught, like,
I was very young when I started learning how to play ball. I think I was like me, my brother. My brother must have been like 3 years, 4 years old, and I must have been like 5. And there was a lot of kids like from the same neighborhood, same streets. We always liked baseball. I mean, some of my dad's friends, kids, they also like baseball, so we all gathered together and play ball, in the fields, whatever. But once we reach 12 years old, that's when we start playing real hard ball with other grown-ups. But it was fun. It was a lot of fun. We play for long hours. But whenever we can, we play ball.
what was your favorite position to play?
The outfield. I think left right field, and third base. I think. Yeah, third base and left right field. Sometimes pitching.
Were you good at pitching?
No. I think the only reason they am pitching because we know we were winning by a lot. So I asked him to pitch in. But my brother was better than me, and my brother played first base and catching. And he was much better than me. But he was better at baseball than me, but he wasn't better than me at volleyball or basketball.
So you played volleyball, basketball, and baseball?
And baseball, yeah. But my first love was baseball, even though I wasn't as good as my brother.
If you could go back in time and tell yourself, the younger you, like, advice, like, what would you tell him?
My brother?
No, like, let's say if, like,
Mm-hmm.
the time machine existed, and, like, you wanted to go back and, like, to where you were little,
Mm-hmm.
what would you tell your little self?
My little self? I think I would have stayed playing ball. Because some people thought that I was really good. And they say I could have, if I put the hard work, I could have been really good and maybe go to a bigger level. Like so many of us, so many other people, once we reach a certain age, everybody wanted to come to the States. Everybody wanted to come to the United States. And I think a lot of us, we give up a lot of dreams, the things we wanted to do in order for us to get a better life, a better chance. If I could go back to time, there are things that I would have done differently. For an example, I would have stayed in school. I would have stayed in school, and I would have never come to the States. When I came to the States, it was very difficult, and now that I'm older, I think about all the things that I give up in order to have a better life for my family, my kids, my wife, my parents. All my family is involved.
Were you always a chef?
No, no, no. I was, like a lot of people when first come to the States, in Mexico, I was just a, I don't know how to say it, but I worked at a slaughterhouse where it's a meat process establishment. And when I came to the States, I don't know anything about cooking. I was a dishwasher. And then I went to learning other things. And they put me in different positions, different stations, different types of foods and stuff like that. And I learned. Not quick, but I, slowly. The next thing I know, they offered me a higher position, and I think ever since I've been there.
Why did you pick our names? Like, why did you go with William, Evan, and Ava as our names?
I think it was something between mom and I. I think my best friend named Emilio, and I always liked the Emilio. And but I think your mom really wanted to have William on it because of her dad and her grandfather.
Yeah.
I didn't mind as long as you have Emilio in there. It bothers me sometimes when I call my son Emilio and he's like William first. I'm like, okay, but I'm still gonna call you Emilio. And Evan, we picked that one between Nicole and I. We picked that one up. It was really popular back then when Evan name came up. And Nomar, it was a very, noble name, Nomar. Then Ava was going to be Eva instead of Ava, in honor of my auntie, and that was her name, and Carmen because of my grandmother.
Okay. What would you want your dream job to be? Like, if you could have that job, what would you have? Like, what would you want?
I would have to be probably in engineering. But because of the English, going to school, and back then I was younger and I didn't really care anymore after that. But now that I'm older, I wish I would have stayed with my dream on. Not that I don't like cooking. I like cooking. It's just, complicated. The people that you work with, they're annoying. Nobody pitches in, nobody pulls together. Everybody's very selfish. So it's like, sometimes it's very annoying.
At what age did you want me and William to, like, because we both played sports when we were younger, like, which sport would you want us to, like for William, like what sport would you want him to, like, keep playing to this day?
I would wanted him to both of you. I would wanted to both of you guys to do whatever you guys wanted to do. I didn't want you guys to do something that you guys didn't want to do. Whatever you guys do, I would have supported. Sometimes it bothers me that William, after a certain age, he stopped. I don't know if it's the age, teenage stuff or whatever, but I would have loved him to stay swimming. I would have loved him to try something else, basketball, baseball, football. But he didn't want it to, so like I respect his decision. For Evan, I would love him to play baseball, but we didn't like the way the coach was coaching. So I prefer not to for Evan not to play baseball at school anymore.
What about Ava?
Ava, I don't know. I don't think that's why she wants to play. I think she's just talking that whatever.
Oh, she wants to do tennis.
Yeah. But we don't know if that's going to happen. We don't know if that next year is going to be the sport that she play or practice or like.
What was your biggest, like, what would you want? Hold on. Did you have any pets when you were growing up?
Pets? We had cats. You know, stray cats from the street. We had a couple of dogs. And when they run away, and not because we mistreated them, no, they run away and they don't come back or come back and then leave, and that's it. Not something steady every day. You can't keep pets at home. You can, but you always find a way to get out there. It's different than here, than the United States.
What would you want, like, your dream car? Because I know
dream
you said
car?
like you want a truck, but like which one?
Yeah. Not that big of a dream, but a BMW. A dream. A BMW, yeah. Maybe like I was thinking the other day, once my kids grow up and make their own lives, I can really, really focus on buying my dream car.
$10 years now, how would you see yourself?
How do I see myself in 10 years from now?
Yeah.
I'll be 59, almost 59. I'll be thinking about retiring. I'll be thinking about if I'm going to have children by then, if I'm going to have daughters-in-laws or, son-in-law or stuff like that. But I think I see myself as a grandfather by then. Can wait. I think my father, when we first found out that I was going to have William, I think he was really excited. They don't get to see them very much. But I think he gets really excited whenever he finds out you guys coming. I think it's because he missed us, my brother and I, whatever he couldn't do with us, he wants to do it with you guys.
If you could take us to Mexico right now, would you?
Oh yeah, and live there.
Why?
I don't know. I think life is much simpler. Everything. I mean, the same thing you guys have here is over there. Everything is there. It's just, here's easier to get it.
So that is it for the interview. Thank you for your answers. And that's it.
Thank you.